you doing? I'm Whimsery, and today we're going to be watching Saving Private Ryan. Why? Because I know it's considered one of the best movies ever, and I've gotten requests for it just so many times. And just so you know, the reason that I've put it off this long is because I know it's going to be sad. Anything about war is always going to be sad because war is sad. War isn't funny. I didn't want to cry in front of you, but seeing as how I have already cried multiple times with movies I didn't think were gonna be sad, I'm looking at you, Sixth Sense. I thought it was just a scary movie. It's not supposed to make you cry. Well, I mean, it's been done. Y'all have seen it. War stuff, it just hits a little close to home. When I think about this channel, I think about like entertainment and laughing and stuff. I don't think about going back to real life events, you know, even if it's fiction. So what I know about this movie is that it has Tom Hanks. And so that's exciting because the last thing we watched with him in it was Forrest Gump, and I thought that was a really good movie. So anyway, I hope you're doing really well. Thank you so much for being here, and let's watch the movie. That wasn't a fart. My chair has gotten like ultra farty. So anytime that I'm making this noise, see, I'll do it again. I'll prove it to you. See, now it's not gonna do it, but it's not a fart. It's just my chair. My chair. Whatever. Why is it silent? Walking off by yourself. There's just so many, and they're all the same. I wonder if, oh, he's remembering something. June 6, 1944. There he is. Oh. Huh.
5 men is a juicy opportunity. 1 man's a waste of ammo.
I'll see you on the beach.
Oh. Can you imagine? It's just not, it's non-stop. Like, it's like, they can't even get situated. Like, they can't even just start to defend themselves. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, look at that water. Oh, it's just a kid. Yeah. Oh my. There's just bodies everywhere.
You stay here! You're dead now!
Seems like pretty much anything you do, you're a dead man, though.
Here to set up field operations!
It's just non-stop. It's just so hectic. Like, what do you even do? Like, what would you even do?
Command here! You are, sir! You recognize where we are? Nobody's where they're supposed to be!
Nobody's where they're supposed to be.
Anybody else?
Caparzo, it's front 100 link. Wade says he's all used up.
He's the battalion surgeon, sir! We stopped the bleeding!
This is all that's made it?
Get it! Pretty bad.
Not enough. It's not enough.
I'm gonna die! Don't look at it! Don't look at it! Routine. Priority. He's gone.
2 MG42s, 2 mortars, add 20, left 30.
Covering fire!
Goddamn firing squad.
The only way we can get everybody the hell out of here.
All we can do here is die!
Jackson, get in there and give me some fire discipline.
Wait for my command.
I want to see what's up there.
be very upset.
I thought you were my mother.
Oh my God, I'm heartily sorry for having offended thee.
All my strength, hasty to help me.
This is looking a lot better. It's a total bloodbath. Oh gosh. It's so scary. This is a terrible way to go. I mean, these are all terrible ways to go.
What? I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
I washed for supper.
Look at this, a Hitler Youth Night.
And now it's a Shabbat Holocaust, right?
Oh, what you got? How many you have? I want to see your collection. Jars of dirt from different countries. That was too many jars. Oh, we're zooming in on this one guy out of all of those. Ryan S.
Believe very strongly in what
It's no secret anymore.
What? What is this?
This man was killed last week in New Guinea.
Daniel, Ryan.
The three men are brothers, sir, and their mother's going to be getting all three telegrams.
Oh.
That's not all. There's a fourth brother, the youngest. He's somewhere in Normandy. We don't know where.
Oh my gosh. That's so messed up. Can you imagine? 3 of them all at once. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh wow. That's a nice house. I wonder what she's thinking.
No way you can know where in the hell he was dropped. He's probably KIA. We go sending some sort of rescue mission. They're gonna be KIA too.
Yeah, but 3 out of 4.
I have a letter here. Dear Madam, the mother of 5 sons who have died gloriously on the field of battle. Pray that our Heavenly Father may assuage the anguish, leave you only the cherished memory of the loved.
He memorized it.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that instance. 5. Wow.
The boy's alive. We are going to send somebody to find him, and we are going to get him the hell out of there.
Oh. Okay. But imagine what he's gonna feel when he hears about all his brothers.
What's your situation?
Yes, sir. We had higher support expectations.
What about our casualties?
We're 35 dead, times 2 wounded.
It was a tough assignment. That's why you got it. I've got another one for you. This one's straight from the top.
No thanks. Can you imagine hearing that after all that? Got another one for you.
It's not going to be easy finding one particular soldier.
Finding a needle
Right?
in a stack of needles. We got anybody who speaks French?
Not that I know of.
What about Talbot?
This morning.
I gotta go try to dig up another interpreter.
You're going home wrapped in an American flag with a hunk of cheese in your ass, Capars. I thought you liked it in the ass.
Corporal Upham,
Yes, sir.
Timothy E.
I'm Upham, sir.
Very good. You've been reassigned to me. Grab your gear.
German artillery is
That's what I understand, Corporal.
I've never been in combat, sir. I make maps and I translate. I haven't held a weapon since basic training.
Did you fire the weapon in basic training?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Why? No.
My typewriter, sir.
Stop it. You got a pencil. You're not bringing that.
Take your time, Corporal. You don't need to carry those. You'll need that.
All his stuff, just, you don't need any of that. You're good. Your whole life is completely changed just because, we need you. Hey. I feel like that battle scene just went on forever. Like, it was so fast-paced, but at the same time, it just seemed to go on and on and on. All the bodies, all the blood. Such a disturbing scene from the beginning.
Hey, want your head blown off, you fancy little fuck? Touch me with those little rat claws again.
Rat claws?
Just wondering where you're from.
This poor guy can't catch a break.
Hey, drop dead, Corporal. Hey, every time you salute the captain, you make him a target for the Germans. Corporal, what's your book about?
The bond of brotherhood that developed between soldiers during war.
What do you know about brotherhood? Why don't you ask the captain where he's from?
Bullies.
Where's the sense of risking the lives of the 8 of us to save one guy?
Think about the poor bastard's mother.
I bet even the captain's got a mother. The rest of us got mothers.
He's He's not even old.
We all have orders. Supersedes everything, including your mother's.
Even if you think the mission's FUBAR, sir?
Crispy as fuck.
What's Fuba? Oh, it's German.
He speaks German. Effed up. Beyond something recognition.
This entire mission is a serious misallocation of valuable military resources.
Now, this is the way to gripe.
You don't gripe at all?
There's a chain of command. Gripes go up. I don't gripe in front of you. You should know that as a ranger.
That's kind of how it goes.
Maybe I was a major. What'd you say then?
I'm willing to lay down my life, the lives of my men, to ease her suffering.
Wow.
He's good.
I love him.
Well, just for a moment, it was pleasant. Here we go again. I hear it. I'm not ready for another scene like that, y'all.
How many are you? Just 8 of us. We're not your relief. Who's that on the loudspeaker?
Dagwood Dusseldorf, our friendly neighborhood morale officer.
Your father was circumcised by my rabbi, you prick!
Oh, it's a perfect time for a little wet snack. He's just so casually trying to eat there. Oh, I bet they're hungry all the time with all that stuff they're carrying. I feel like it would be really hard to see. Just be perpetually uncomfortable.
I'm wearing my underwear, Captain. Stay with me.
Ryden, where's the captain from?
Figure that one out, you got yourself a nice prize.
Company's got a pool. $5 gets you in.
They assembled them at OCS out of spare body parts and dead GIs.
Careful you don't step in the bullshit.
Oh.
You want us to take a joke?
No, we can't take the kids.
What's the back?
I can't. She reminds me of my niece, sir. Capozzo, get the kid back! Damn kid!
Oh.
He was on the ground before we heard the shot.
That's rad, D.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
Captain, can you see him from there?
You stay there!
Copy, put your head down.
It's to my dad. It's got blood on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh gosh. This is brutal. So is he alive? Is he gonna live?
Mellon, check the tower. Hustle back.
Fuck on it.
I don't blame you.
Hitchhiker out of my boot.
Oh my. They were just chilling on the other side of the wall. Just yelling at each other in different languages.
We're here looking for a Private James Ryan. He's part of your outfit.
Ryan! Front and center!
I wanna see this guy. They're all gonna hate him though. He can't control it. Be nice to him, he already has 3 dead brothers.
Your brothers are dead.
Oh.
Oh my God, my brothers are dead. How did they die? Me and my brothers are still in grammar school.
You're James Ryan.
What?
James Frederick Ryan, Minnesota.
Oh my gosh, they got the wrong guy.
This is just a big foul up.
Are you serious? Your baby brothers are
I
fine.
gotta get home.
Oh no, they really hate him. So that was for no reason, basically. He died. Carpy or whatever.
How about a nice comfy church?
Take that.
Find them. Get them home.
He thought he had.
What's with your hand?
What?
He's checking.
What was the name of that kid? One that was always walking around on his hands. Vecchio.
Remember he used to pee a V on everybody's jacket?
He could walk faster on his hands. It happened so you could save the lives of 2 or 3. Is that you rationalize? Truth is, I wouldn't trade 10 Ryans for 1 Vecchio or 1 Caparzo.
Falls asleep like that. I mean, look at him.
The trick to falling asleep is trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
My ma, she would have come home, shook me awake. That one was never too tired to talk.
Probably the only time she could get a word in. Sometimes she'd come home early, and I'd pretend to be asleep. And I knew she just wanted to find out about my day. I don't know why I did that.
Because you were a kid. That's what kids do. Oh, he feels so bad.
I got a couple hours. Shut up. Go to sleep.
Shut up.
So where are you from, Kevin? What'd you do before the war?
What's the pool up to?
He hears everything.
I suggest that we wait until it gets up to 1,000.
I wonder if we don't live that long.
Gosh, that's dark. Can you imagine how complicated that would be? You can't feel close with anyone. You don't want to make a friend or any type of relationship because you just, in an instant, they could just be gone forever. And you'll watch it happen. Imagine how lonely that would be. It would be terrifying. You almost wouldn't want to be human anymore. The stuff that makes you human, you just wouldn't want it anymore after too much of this.
Smell that leg right there. Find out if it's south of cheese.
Smell it. Oh, literally? What? Oh, that is so gross and sad.
Fubar. Fubar.
Y'all got that right.
Yeah, look up Fubar in the German dictionary. There's no Fubar.
Can someone tell him? It's so messed up.
They're not bulletproof, huh?
No, it's not. All right.
What do you see? Oh.
101st Airborne, Ryan. You know a guy named Ryan?
Well, bring him up here, would you?
Oh, did we find him? Can't be that easy, could it? Easy.
You know Private Ryan?
My hearing, it's not so good.
German grenade
comes and goes.
Of course I know him, sir. Does he know where he is?
She's screaming in his face. Where is he?
Yeah, we missed our drop zone.
Read, thank you.
Just...
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yay, okay. That's something. There's a crack in your armor. They're noticing. No one's gonna say anything.
I just, I don't have a good feeling about this one.
When was the last time you felt good about anything?
Oh, that's such a depressing question.
Maybe I should go up the middle, sir.
The way you run, I don't think so. Maybe you should shut up.
Oh, that count. Oh. This poor kid. Oh.
How's it look?
It's gonna be okay.
It'll be okay.
I could use a little more morphine.
Give it to him.
I want to go home. I want to go home. Mama. Please don't shoot.
I don't care what he says, Alvin.
What is happening?
They need an outlet for how angry they are, for all that they feel. Anger is easier to deal with than, like, grief. Easier to be angry at one person. It's so sad. He didn't even get to live his life yet. I can't imagine how he feels. Responsible for stuff that he really can't help.
Yeah, that's what you think. Come on.
No, go, Floyd, get back your tongue, cool beans.
Where did you learn this?
Our guys will pick him up sooner or later.
I don't like that. I got a bad feeling about that.
Take me out to the ball game.
Take me out to the ball game. I don't trust this random dude.
Get your gear.
Little Jimmy's life is a little bit more important than two of our guys.
Gear up. Fall in.
I'm done with this mission.
Hey, fall in.
You gonna shoot me over, Ryan?
No, I'm gonna shoot you because I don't like you.
Captain, you see this? We have a situation. This bullshit.
Get in on. Captain, I have a sixth sense about these things.
Captain, please. Give me that.
What's the pool on me up to?
What?
Mike, what's
waiting.
the pool on me up to right now? I'm a school teacher.
Oh.
It's a little town called Abley, Pennsylvania. I was a coach of the baseball team in the springtime.
Be doggone.
Sometimes I wonder if I've changed so much, my wife is even going to recognize me whenever it is I get back. I don't know anything about Ryan. I don't care. If that earns me the right to get back to my wife, then that's my mission. With every man I kill, the farther away from home I feel.
Oh. He completely diffused that. They were gonna kill each other. Well, he's a school teacher. Of course he did. Figures.
Could be so sad.
It's just a sad song. What are you singing? Where did you get that? It's so weird to hear such a sad song in this bright field.
Track, cover!
Oh no. Oh, any more?
101st! We're coming out! James Francis, Ryan?
How'd you guess that?
They hate you. A lot. And also, bad news. He's gotta tell him that news again. He already told some other fake Ryan.
We're here for him.
Me, sir?
Me? That must be weird when you're always just like a number.
Your brothers were killed in combat.
Which ones?
All of them.
You came all the way out here to tell me that?
Mm.
I have my orders too, sir. I don't see that it does, sir.
The Chief of Staff for the United States Army says it does.
Can't leave until at least reinforcements
You
get
got
here.
3 minutes.
2 of our guys already died trying to find you, all right?
Oh wow, yeah. Now he feels even better. Oh, this poor kid. Oh, this is so messed up.
What were their names?
Arwen Wade and Adrian Caparzo.
Why not any of these guys? They all fought just as hard as me. And I was with the only brothers that I have left. And there's no way I was gonna desert them. There's no way I'm leaving this bitch.
Like, what do you even say to that? How are you gonna argue with that? What are you gonna do?
What do you think?
You don't want to know what I think. What if by some miracle we stay and actually make it out of here? We do that, we all earn the right to go home.
Jackson, I'd like to get you up in that bell tower. We could hit the tank in the tracks. You know, we could try a sticky bomb.
Sir, are you making that up?
Now we gotta surrender our socks.
This is crazy looking. This whole setting or whatever. It's so cool looking. I like the music. Really intense music.
Being the best we can do.
Look at that.
Forward, last man alive blows the bridge.
Where am I during all this?
Never more than 2 feet away from me. That's not negotiable.
Just be happy with that.
You gotta be Johnny on the spot with the ammo, or we're dead. I started just handing out cartons of cigarettes. I said, no, thank you, I don't smoke. Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Beyond all recognition. He finally figured it out.
Take it easy.
You were doing so good. Oh, I hope he doesn't die. Really? I feel like he experiences more disappointment than one ever should in a lifetime throughout the span of this movie alone. Oh, that's sad.
Who's that singing, sir? What's she so upset about?
Her lover left her, but she still sees his face everywhere she goes.
That'll do it.
As you speak softly in my ear, I find myself curiously aroused by you and...
You're a strange bird up.
He's just translating it.
I can't see my brother's faces.
You gotta think of a context. Think about something specific.
There was my oldest brother, Dan. Picture a girl who just took a nosedive from the ugly tree.
Oh, jeez.
Danny, you're a young man. Don't do it. I just did you a favor.
Oh, jeez. That's a horrible story. Only a couple people are having a good time in that story.
That was the last night the 4 of us were together.
Tiger tanks, 2 of them. Panzer tanks, 2 of them. Infantry, 50 plus change.
Oh, I feel like that's so much.
Good luck, Robin. I don't need any luck, Sarge. I was born lucky.
Born lucky. I don't want anyone else to die. That's it. We've had enough. This would be so scary.
Jackson's 5. Show around the metal chute. It's a ton of infantry, Captain. I don't know if they took the bait, though.
That's so scary. What are you eating? What do you have? What are you thinking? What was that look for? Oh, I want to know what he was thinking just then. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the ground is shaking from that. Oh. Sticky bomb. Okay. Get rid of him. Good. Gosh. Let me down. Oh. Oh, that's so messed up. Oh. Oh, that's messed up.
Get off of me! Yeah, I'm fine too, Captain. Thanks.
What? Oh, did you see that? That would be so difficult and stressful. No! No! He used his last breath to try and save someone. Oh, they're calling you. I just feel so bad for him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
Gotta get close.
Oh my gosh. What are you gonna do? He's got the ammo. Oh my gosh.
Up him.
Please be. Up him. Okay. You not want to check? Oh my gosh. They're still doing this. I don't blame you, but still, hurry up. Come on, come on.
Listen, stop! Stop! No.
What are you saying? No! Oh my... He was right there. He just couldn't do it. That was horrifying. I wonder what that means. Probably not good. That looked crazy. I see the blood. I think that was blood. Ah! There's so many. You gotta just drag him. He's not there anymore. He is broken. Damn it, up him. Pern. That's where you get your pern. Oh my... Oh no.
Mike, are you alright?
I just got the wind knocked out of me.
He's not alright. Get behind something. He can't hear anything. Ah! Come on. Oh, he wasn't okay. What are you... Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever played Civilization? It's not gonna work.
Up him.
Hold up. How? I have questions. I'll wait till the end. Oh, wow. About time.
Medic!
Yeah. Come and help him. He's not here.
We got a medic!
Look, he's...
What, sir?
Earn this. Earn it.
Are you serious?
My dear Mrs. Ryan, your son, on his way home from European battlefields, solemn prize to have laid so costly a sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
My family is with me today. I think about what you said to me that day. I hope that at least in your eyes, I've earned what all of you have done for me.
Captain John H. Miller.
Tell me I have led a good life.
What? You are.
He doesn't talk to them about this stuff. They don't know. Wow. That was like the saddest movie ever. You promised me it was gonna be a happy movie. No, you didn't. No one ever promised me that. I knew what I was getting into. It's a war movie. Music by John Williams. That's why the music was so good. If you're new to my channel, usually what I'll do is I'll rewatch the movie a few times, learn a lot about it, and then I come back to you with my outro. Okay, so as usual, let's start with some awards. So, during a war is probably one of the only times you'd ever want to not know what's going on around you, if you had the option. The award for most oblivious soldier goes to...
What's this all about?
This guy's friend is getting the worst news of his life, and he just waltzes up like it's after church Sunday brunch. How's it going? Is that egg salad? You know, this guy is so far from reading the room, he's illiterate on the porch. Best insult goes to...
Your father was circumcised by my rabbi, you prick!
Yeah, get him. On the other side of the coin, the worst compliment goes to...
It was a tough assignment, that's why you got it.
It's like when you're 6 and your parents ask you to do the dishes and they tell you you're so good at it, and then you get stuck doing it until you move out, like, oh my stars, you like the way I did that really crappy task that no one else wanted to do? Well, by golly gee willikers, I must be special. You go ahead now and you give me something worse. Award for most unsettling scene. This is a movie that puts a lot of effort into ensuring that every person in the audience will at some point recoil. I'm definitely not immune to that knot in your stomach when something disturbs you. Yeah, to me, nothing beats that first beach scene. You know, the display of systematic and indifferent obliteration of human lives, vibrant, barely started lives at that, is enough to make younger me no bad at the theater real quick had I been there. It's so fast-paced and unexpected. You know, I would wonder, while we're starting here, where are we gonna go? Like, if this is the beginning of the movie, do I really want to see what's next? You know, I use the word unsettling, and that sounds so negative, but I think this was the best way to execute this reality and establish the fact that, you know, hey, we're not here to make you feel good. We're telling a story, an important one that people too easily forget. Most satisfying sound goes to... Move your men off the beach! I just love the way it sounds. Move your men off the beach! Move your men off the beach! I want to put a beat to it. Move your men off the beach! Okay, so enough of that. I like how we start the movie with Captain Miller in a daze, and we end the movie with Captain Miller in a daze. I guess that's not exactly the start of the movie. You know, we go over 50 years back in time by way of James Francis Ryan's memories. You know, it feels very much from a third-person point of view, despite framing it as if he's remembering. I think we use the memory transition here as a simple storytelling tool, and then we're mostly seeing things as a separate entity. I get the sense that Captain Miller is the main character, but then I, as a viewer, will usually find someone else to connect with, so I can go the rest of the movie trying to see through their eyes. You know, we're not always focused on him, and I thought it was cool how we kind of switch views like we're playing a video game or something. Like here, how we can feel how scary it is to be Upham with his limited skills and confidence. We feel how heavy the gear is. We feel dread as the smoke clears to reveal yet another wounded friend. I love the way his character is used during these times. Some of the most intense scenes for me, because my life experience is probably closest to his. A lot of reading, maybe not as much practice. You know, he's probably the closest thing we get to a civilian. If you've seen a few of my videos, you know I talk a lot about the age difference between the actors and the characters, and you'll know that I am a big fan of casting older actors instead of teenagers and kids when necessary for mature or disturbing roles. That being said, this movie is the first one I've seen where I totally would have supported having a younger cast. Everyone in the main cast is in their late 20s or in their 30s, which obviously isn't old by any stretch of the imagination. I just think it would have been pretty impactful to see teenagers and guys in their, you know, early 20s on the screen, because that was the case for a lot of kids, and still is. Of course, Steven Spielberg did not make this choice lightly. He wanted to go with more mature actors to show that they were worn out. They've aged quickly due to stress, not to mention all the other factors that go into, you know, being in this environment, thrust into these situations for any length of time, really. Either way, though, I'm glad that we got the cast that we did. Now let's talk about the characters, starting with the lone actor who was younger than the median age of soldiers in World War II. Private Wade. So his death scene was tragic. As the combat medic, it had to be extra devastating to go down the way that he did. He keeps asking, you know, how does it look? Wanting to know more details because of his knowledge and experience in that field, but it's just chaos everywhere. No one would answer him. They really couldn't, and I think in the back of his head probably he knew. Snooping around the fan base and forums and stuff, I came to realize that the subject of morphine has been talked about a lot. Now some people think that he'd, you know, seen enough to know that there was nothing left to be done besides, you know, pain management at this point. And he was gonna die, and that's why everybody looked around at each other. Some say the reason for their silence and pointed looks is that they have limited resources. Now, this is the camp that I was in when I first watched it. I figured they know he's gonna die, so why give him more of a finite medication that may potentially be used on someone with a chance? As messed up as that sounds, to me it looked like the captain considered this really heavily. You know, it's not an easy decision to make, but he pushed away that concern in the interest of prioritizing this kid who's always put everyone else's needs above his own until he no longer could. Finally, some people believe that each tube of morphine was the same predetermined dose, and it was very strong. 2 would be dangerous. They believe that the reason everyone looks around at each other is they know that he could overdose. Either way, in my opinion, the second dose was instrumental in his quick death by, you know, lowering his blood pressure during severe blood loss. Nevertheless, Captain Miller approves the second injection, and it just adds to the never-ending weight on his shoulders. Speaking of Captain Miller, it was nice to see Tom Hanks in such a serious role. He is just such a force. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his voice or what, but he's still very funny, even when he's serious.
101st Airborne, Ryan, you know a guy named Ryan?
His deliveries, it's just funny. I don't know. He has a very interesting voice, but very serious role, this one. Captain Miller is the grown-up of this group. We aren't aware of it for most of the film, but his past as a high school teacher and coach has helped him be the upright and disciplined leader capable of defusing a near murder between Reiben and Horvath. I don't know if you can tell from my reaction, but in my frustration with Upham, I actually missed that he got shot for the second time by Mr. Star-Spangled Bastard himself, Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie. Hate that guy. I told you I had a bad feeling about him. So I missed this amazing fall. So when he's shown sitting there, chest covered in blood that I would soon realize was actually indeed his, I was not prepared for his final words, which is, "Earn this." I'm actually surprised I've never heard this quote. You know, usually when a movie has an amazing phrase like this, you know, chances are I'll recognize it. You know, like in Terminator, I'm watching that for the first time and I hear, "I'll be back," and I'm like, I heard that before, you know? Lots of movies, you know, I See Dead People, I was like, I heard that before, you know? Because people say it in real life all the time, but "Earn this" definitely goes in the best movie quotes of all time. Jar, bucket, toilet, container, toilet. Let's go with jar. I should have just stopped there. Just jar. Best quotes, jar. Oh, and I love the relationship he has with Mike Horvath. They're definitely the dads of the detachment.
She'd be very upset. I thought you were my mother.
Love the way that they're joking when they're telling the story of this guy who's like walking on his hands, I guess. I still have no idea because it's so distracting. They're just laughing. The laughing is what gets me. It's not even the story. It's them laughing, and it's them peering over their shoulders to make sure the younger guys don't hear all this ruckus, all these shenanigans as they're joking. I thought that was so cute. Of course, the captain is not perfect. There's the call that got Wade killed. You know, I like that they added flaws, and he's not just this perfect protagonist. Miller was warned by the group that they didn't feel good about this order, and rather than explain further or, you know, reassure them that they're doing the right thing, he says, "When was the last time you felt good about anything?" That line is just still so rough. Gosh. Why? I think this was the one big mistake that he makes. You know, there's no hope in that sentence. Even a copy and paste response like, "Hey, those are the orders. What you gonna do? That's what they told me. Gotta just march on," you know, even that would have been better. But no, he overrides the entire group, which I suppose is his prerogative, what have you. But the group moving forward adopts his negativity as a result. And then there's Upham. Do we have to? Yes, we do. First of all, props to him for being a huge source of comedic relief in this movie that we so desperately needed. It's a very bleak premise, okay? He did great with that. This actor's actually really hilarious. Watching this movie over and over, I find his situation more and more frustrating. So, you know, it's all too easy to call something that walks and talks like a duck, but I can't help feeling at least just a little bit of compassion for him. I wish he would have gone in after Mellish, but I also understand what he might be feeling when actually in the moment. One moment, he's the map guy. Next, he's listening to his comrade get brutally killed. I'd like to believe that in a similar situation, I would defend my friend, but can I know that? No, I have no idea. There's no way to know. There's no type of test that you can take. Nothing to really truly prepare you for that. You know, what if I didn't? What if I froze? I know one thing for certain. If I ended up missing this moment, I would never forget ever in my life, and it would haunt me even in my nightmares. I would never let it go. And I probably wouldn't forgive myself for it, and I don't think he will either. Immediate regret, and we don't see him happy ever again. Very cool character. He's not the protagonist, and he's also not the bad guy. I'm sure in the real event there were lots of kids just like him, and you get the sense that he's less afraid of dying than he is of killing. And at the heart of this, how much can you fault someone for that? I did get a little confused when he shot that guy at the end, though, and it turns out I'm not the only one who gets these two guys confused. It's like a huge thing. Everyone thinks these two guys are the same. The first guy, Steamboat Willie, the one that Upham insisted should be let go. You know, take me out to the ball game, that guy. And then there's the guy who dripped sweat onto Mellish's face and crept out of there like a little rat. Apparently it's a common misconception that these two guys are the same. They are indeed not. So when Steamboat Willie has the audacity to be like, "Upham, I know that guy, hey buddy." What accent is that? You know, I'm scratching my head, I'm like, what? How does he know his name? I thought it was my, you know, face blindness, but it turns out everyone thinks that their features are similar. So I feel just dandy about my mistake, and it's not a mistake if everyone's making it. Am I right? Now, my favorite character has got to be Jackson. He's just such a solid dude. I've met so many people similar to him from small towns, and he's just this country boy. You know, he's just reliable. You know, he would be nice. You know, he'd have good values. Just don't have that much to say about Jackson. It's just that he's really cool. He was just such a badass.
Careful you don't step in the bullshit.
Oh, also, I wanted to mention, you know the part where they're going through the dog tags looking for Ryans and it's really messed up? They make jokes as they go through these piles, obviously not because they think it's actually funny, but to cope with the reality of what each one means. I don't blame them for being crass or for shutting off their emotions for a while, because the ongoing grief and loss must be draining, to say the least. Still, I feel so bad for all of the guys who are walking by. One in particular really just tears me up. I'll put him on the screen. Going through the movie again, for some reason, this small moment probably hurt my heart the most out of any of the scenes. No one this young should know the pain of this much loss, and you could just feel the weight of all of the friends that he's had who have died as he walks by, and it just I can't think of a better way to have done that in about, what, 5 seconds? That was so freaking sad. Okay, so last couple things, I wrote them down. There is a big difference between Saving Private Ryan and Saving Ryan's Privates. 2, I did not know that Mac is played by Bryan Cranston because he was acting too normal and wearing too many clothes.
Climb down out of my ass.
Saving Private Ryan was partly inspired by the true story of the Nealon brothers. Filming was mostly done in Ireland and England. I thought that was interesting. There's just so much to talk about with this movie. It's not even funny, but I'm trying to keep it reasonable here, okay? I'm not trying to have a 2-hour-long video. Hopefully that didn't end up happening. No, it won't, because I'm being reasonable here, okay? I'm being reasonable. I was not expecting to like this movie half as much as... I got confused by my own... I was not expecting to like the movie this much as I did. You know, seeing it at 24 on the list that we sometimes use, which is IMDb's top 250 greatest movies of all time, I would say it very much deserves to be there. This movie gave a lot of people a chance to see things we never would have in a way we couldn't have come close to seeing it. Watching the news and reading about it in history books just isn't the same. This movie definitely hits different. Thank you for recommending it, and thank you patrons so much. I could not do this without you. Thank you to everyone who watched this entire long ass video. I had fun, hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!